Like, I've noticed that, like, especially in just Asian countries in general, that they tend to be more forward with, like...
Hello! Hi, I'm Christina from the US.
Hi, I'm Ryan from the UK.
Hi, I'm Mia from Australia.
Like, the words A and B is a little tricky.
Singular and plural. So when they speak, I have two child, and it should be I have two children, is the plural.
I guess like fishes, I don't know, that's like a big
Yes.
thing I've heard too. A lot of non-native speakers will often say like fishes, because like there's some words in English where the word for one is the word for also many.
You're so tired, you should go home. Oh, it's rather forward, isn't it?
Like, I've noticed that, like, especially in just Asian countries in general, that they tend to be more forward with, like, you know, you look hungry, you look tired, you look like, you know, skinny or fat, whatever. Yeah, but they mean it in a caring like way. It's like, I've noticed that are you okay? Like, but for us, it's more rude to be that forward to someone in that way, right?
It can make you feel a little uncomfortable, like, oh, why are you looking at me? So, yeah, it's a little bit different.
Or they say things like, which are meant in such a sweet way. They'll be like, you look old, but what they mean is you look mature, or you look like kind of wiser or something like that, but like, wow, Ryan, you look really old today, really good. And I'm like, I'm like, really old?
Come again?
Tears streaming down my face.
So I think instead of you look tired, you should go home. Maybe you should ask, oh, how are you feeling today? Instead of saying you look like.
Maybe instead like, something's different about you today.
Yes, that's perfect. Yes,
yeah, because then it's like, you know, you're waiting for them to tell you what's different. Like, it's a very good thing. Like, something's different about you today, and then they'll be like, oh yeah, like, apart from people that then go, what is it that's different about me today? I see you. I know what you're doing. Or
like, if you do want to say something like your opinion, I feel like we can also be very like, try and say all the like softening. So it's like, you seem a little bit tired in some kind of way, I think. Is that true? Are you a little,
or relate it to yourself. If you relate it to yourself, you're always in for a win. If someone's like, if you see someone, they look tired, and you go, I'm absolutely knackered at the moment. How are you feeling?
That's true.
And then it's like,
what was that reaction?
Some people are, and that's okay.
You do you.
You do you. It's not about us. It's about what makes you happy.
You know, I've heard this. I've heard this before. I've heard this before.
Yeah. It's like every day.
Before, and I just lost my.
Yeah.
I was like,
it's very much a mental process that you have to go through.
It's like, oh, you're so innocent, but you don't know.
Yeah. But it is hard to describe, like, when something is like hard or difficult. Like, how do you describe the
Not today.
Calm down, sir.
Difficult? How do you describe that, like, feeling of like, oh, like we don't have a word for that, right? So
frustrated.
I think that's, I'm like frustrated.
Or also because in the context of what it is, because it's like, it might be they're going through a tough time.
Right.
It might be that they feel tired. It might be just in general they're not feeling it. Like, there's so many different ways that you can kind of express it. Or like, life might be just absolutely kicking their ass at the moment. Like, there's so many things, but then they're like, in them, they're like, I am hard, and I'm like, that is not what you meant.
Right, exactly.
So
Unless
tricky.
it is what you meant.
Because if you don't have the like vocabulary yet,
exactly.
then it's like, how do you express yourself? So instead of saying I am hard, you should say maybe I'm having a hard time. Because the time is hard. You have to say what's hard. The time. We're talking about time here.
Time is hard.
I am going through it. Like, that's
struggling.
I'm struggling.
Yeah.
It's like slang in the UK, like it'd just be like, oh, long day. Like, it's so simple and it's not even really slang, but it says so much. It speaks to the people She's
It
like,
does.
oh, she's like, oh, long day. Double negative.
No.
Yeah.
Say
This
that.
is how everyone talks. It's just
Yeah. Like, I don't know
It's-
nothing.
Yeah, it's like not proper English, but people would say it.
Yeah.
Native
Yeah.
English speakers would talk like this, but it's not proper.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, because it's a double negative, that's why it's not proper. So it's like, don't and nothing, they cancel each other out. So it would be
Right.
that you do know something. Because you have to say, I know nothing about math,
Right.
or don't know something
Or
about,
I don't know anything.
Or don't know
about math.
anything, yeah. or I've not got a clue, or I've got no clue,
I've got no idea.
no idea, yeah.
Yeah. So this one is like, thanks, comma, God. I got 100 on my exam.
Exclamation marks.
So, in all fairness, people could say this, you know, you've been
Yeah.
praying to God and you're like, thanks, God, I got 100%. But that is not in the same context as like, oh, thank God I got 100%.
No, but what it is as well is it's grammatically correct because
Sure.
in theory, prior to a noun, you have the comma, right?
Yeah,
It'd be
exactly.
like thanks, Adam.
Exactly, yeah.
Like if you are
Talking.
speaking to God,
Yeah.
it's
Right.
correct. But if you're just saying it to yourself, then that's just like a phrase, like, oh, thank God.
Yeah, get rid
Exactly.
of the S and get rid of the comma. Just
Yeah.
Yeah,
thank
just
God I
thank
got
God.
100% in my exam.
But if you're like kneeling and you're looking up, you're like, thanks God,
Yeah, exactly.
I got 100 on my math exam. If you're actually
Exclamation mark.
talking to God.
My recent one is stunning.
Oh.
Everything I say stunning towards.
Ooh.
Yeah, because it's just a nice word, isn't it? And it came from stunning. It came from that TikTok.
The Spagliato.
Yeah. Oh, so like so, my friend, maybe they got a job or they got a really good test result, and they'd be like, "Oh Ryan, I did this," and I'd be like, "Oh, stunning! That's amazing." Like, follow it up with a little amazing afterwards. It makes you feel really good, and it's nice, and it's not a swear word, so my mum likes it.
Mum approved.
Yeah.
I think I'll just be like, oh, nice, I got 100 on my exam. Or I'm
Nice.
like, oh, I'm so relieved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got 100.
I know there's a bunch of like very Aussie ways, like, oh, you beaut, or like,
Beaut.
Oh!
like I think it's short for beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, oh, beautiful, but like, oh, beaut. Oh,
Beaut.
that's such like, oh, you beaut, you got 100 on your exam. Good on ya. On ya.
On ya.
On ya.
Hello. Good
Something
on
like
ya.
that.
So like number one, be more specific and clear about what you're trying to say. At the end of your sentence, try and be specific about what it is. So instead of saying something like, I'm good, maybe like, that's really native, but I'm in a good mood. Or it's bad, it's a bad time, it's bad period. Like those kinds of things that just make everything a little bit more clear.
Second tip could be like just learning more synonyms for different words, because usually, yeah, when you're learning English, it's easy to just stick to like good, happy, sad, like the very sort of generic. But if you sort of learn more specific words, like, I don't know, instead of I'm good, I'm elated, I'm like ecstatic, I'm joyful, I'm not sure, like different words that could be more unique feeling rather than just happy, because it's a very blanket word. Yeah, add a little spice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
So for me, I really like idioms, and I feel like it makes you sound like you're more of a native speaker. So like, for example, let's call it a day means let's finish what we're doing for the day, or let's wrap it up. Let's finish and go quickly.
Yeah.
I think learning some idioms can really help you sound like a native English speaker.
That's such a good
Yeah.
tip.
So yeah, when I used to teach English, I used to always have like one idiom of the day or something that I would teach.
Yeah. And try and make the idiom like, try and learn it from someone native. Because sometimes, you know, if you
Yeah.
search idioms on the internet, you end up with like something from the 18th century. But-
True, yeah. Today's shoot, let's call it a day. No, I'm just kidding, I'm kidding. I'm having
Yeah.
a great time. We don't have to call it a day yet, but.
Ooh, I have one. Today's
Okay.
been a hoot and a half.
Ooh, cool and a half.
A hoot and a half, yep.
I like that one.
So that means it's like something's been really fun.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's more than a hoot. It's
Yeah.
a hoot and,
And a
a
half.
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 So today we saw people's common English grammar mistakes and tried to find better solutions for them.
If you like the video, please like and subscribe.
And we'll see you next time. Bye.